you seek advice from the cranky old gay guy? Do you need to know, is that guy into you? If you still question his motives and gestures, ask Joe for a question, that's what you do. Joe will tell you the answer to questions. They may or may not be what you
Hey y'all,
wanna hear.
Joe for here, the cranky old gay guy. And today is an advice video, which means I, Jofer, am going to give you advice while wearing my underwear. Okay, so today, the letter is from AJ in Wisconsin. Now, AJ says he goes to gay bars and he meets men, and sometimes he plays around with him in the bar, just making out, groping, and they exchange numbers with the intent of setting something up for a future date outside of the club. Well, AJ faces this dilemma. He says, I text them, sometimes they'll text hello back, or yeah, I remember you, but nothing ever comes of it. AJ wants to know why. What can he do to make him, what do I want to say? I wish I had the email in front of me. He said that he wants to follow through. I wish I had my phone with me. Anyway, he wants to make sure something happens. He said he's getting, it's not ghosted, but the guys just aren't getting back to him or they're being flaky. And he wants to know if it's something he's doing and what I would advise. Well, Ray J in Wisconsin, I would advise that you understand that gay men are very fickle that way, and that what they will do in a gay bar is not necessarily what they're going to be doing outside of the bar. I meet many men when I go out and play pool. I probably met 7 different ones just this last Thursday. I did not exchange numbers with any of them. One of them I wouldn't mind, and 2 of them actually, but others I have talked to in the past, and we did exchange numbers, and there was never any type of communication after that, even though I would send them a text and say, hey, it was a pleasure meeting you. I hope that we can see each other next week. I'm available XYZ days, and you just never hear from them again. Yesterday, I got texts from someone while I was doing some painting. I think I got seven texts, and was saying, hey. It's like, okay, hey. And I looked at the chat, and it looks like I've chatted this guy since 2019, several times. And it's usually 1 or 2 back and forths and then nothing. He includes a picture of his torso. It's always the same picture. And asks to see my photo. So I'll send him a photo, and he'll comment on it or he won't. This thing that happened yesterday was, hey, I want to give you a massage. And I look back in the text and it's like, yeah, he was a massage therapist who was looking for clients. So I said, I might be up for that. I said, what's your rate? And he goes, well, I need to see a picture of you. So I sent him my picture and he said, nice. That's all I heard. Sent back a question mark, nothing. Well, in my experience, that's the way men are in bars as well. So, Ray J, this is not you. If you are getting as far as groping, playing around, making out, and exchanging numbers, it's on them. If they don't get back to you or if they don't respond or contact you, it's just the way that gay men are. I mean, I'm guessing it's the same way for straight men. Ladies, if you're out there and you date men, how many times have you exchanged numbers with a guy or potentially interacted with him at a bar in a more intimate way, and then he never gets back to you? Well, there's a good chance he's not available. And it's the same in gay bars. A lot of men are in relationships and they still go out to the bars and they still flirt and play around and exchange numbers and make promises that they're never going to keep because it's all part of the whole social game. Do I like it that way? No, I would like it if someone said something, then they actually meant it and followed through with it. And I won't say keep their word because they never really give you their word. I don't think saying I'm going to call you and then not calling you is breaking their word. It's more like when someone says, "How are you doing today?" And you say, "Oh, I'm great. How are you?" And you might be having the crappiest day ever, and you don't really give a crap about how they're feeling. I just heard my phone. It must be in the room somewhere. Okay. Falsities. So, falsities? Is that a word? I think it is. What I was saying is that they're going to call you or they're not going to call you. There's nothing you can do about it. People say things all the time that they don't mean. It's just part of social interaction. They do it because that's what society has taught them to do. If someone asks you, do these jeans make me look fat? You don't say yes. If you're an a-hole, you might say, honey, it's not the jeans that make you look fat. But in most cases, people will say, oh no, they're fine. Why? Because they don't want to start something. Or they just, it's ingrained in them that you do not say something that is going to be a negative and hurt someone. Regardless of if it's true or not, it doesn't matter. So, Ray J, my advice to you is to keep going out, lower your expectations when it comes to men. I don't mean the quality of men you're getting at. I mean, lower your expectations when you have interactions because guys can say and do things in public that they're not going to do in private. And vice versa. Men will do all sorts of weird things in private, but you'd never know it in public because they're never going to let on that they're into that. Whether it be a kink or an attitude or a dress code or whatever. You're going to find people at a leather night at a bar that you will never see in leather outside of that bar. It's just drag to them, or it's their secret fantasy, or it's just fashion. So, don't take it seriously, don't take it personal. Now, Ray J, you didn't tell me how old you were. So I'm guessing you're in your 20s or 30s. I'm just guessing. Because unless you're an older gentleman who's out of a relationship, so you're back in the dating market, you've probably come across this so many times that you know guys are just flicks. Okay? Now, I'm going to go find my phone, and I'm going to see if there's another advice question, because I had several. I want to keep the video short today. I think we're at 8 minutes right now. Let me just see if I can find a quick one, okay? I'll be right back. Ugh. Okay, I am back and got my phone. Just a sec. How did you enjoy that musical interlude? I did it just for you. Okay, this one is from JKR. That's all they say. I am 25. I am going to gay bars. I came out when I was 23. Congratulations on your coming out. You're still new. My question is bar etiquette and drinks. Bar etiquette and drinks. I didn't know there was etiquette when it came to drinking. When I go to the bar with my friends, someone will buy a round, and then it'll come to my turn, and I don't have the money to buy drinks for 6 people. Well, you're 25. I don't know what your income level is. You're not obligated to buy drinks for anyone, okay? No matter what your friends are telling you. It's like this. When I was dating someone in their 20s, when I was in my late 30s, I don't drink when I go out to bars. So I would have a Coke, and someone would come back to the table, and they would insist on buying everyone drinks. It's like, well, I have a Coke, it's right here, I don't need another one. They would bring it anyway. Well, then we're sitting there and they all down their drinks. And it comes around, eventually gets to my turn. It's like, oh, okay, well, it's your turn. I want this, this, and this, and this. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I have a Coke that I bought originally. There's a Coke that you brought me on the table that I said I didn't want. I am not buying drinks for 6 people. Or 5 people, or 3 even. It's just not something that I do. Call it cheap, call it frugal, but I don't imbibe, so I'm not going to pay for them to imbibe. If I took you on a date and offered you a drink or something, that's one thing. But when you're out with friends, first of all, never buy rounds of drinks because then you're obligating all your friends to buy drinks. And if there are several of you, are you really going to drink 5 drinks or six drinks when you're in that one bar? I mean, you might. I wouldn't. I never even get through my Coke by the end of the night. But again, there's not as much in an alcoholic beverage because it's usually mostly ice and it's this big or whatever. But JKR, you are not obligated to buy anyone drinks. And if it's really bothering you and, don't put it on your card just because you're obligated to do this and go into debt. That is stupid. Absolutely stupid. Tell the select friends you're with, just say, hey, I don't make a lot of money. Or say, it's not in my budget to have more than 1 or 2 drinks tonight. So I'll buy my own drinks. If you guys want to do rounds, just do it for yourself, but don't include me in that. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Your friends might have more money than you, or they might be more reckless with their funds and put everything on a card and run up huge Visa bills. You don't want that. The biggest stress I have found in life is financial. Okay? Because a long time I didn't make any money. And then I made a lot of money, then I didn't make any money. Now I'm making very little money again. But I planned ahead and everything is set, so I'm fine right now. But I'm also not extravagant when it comes to funds. So let them know that. Just say, hey, I'm not in the same position you're in, or I choose to spend my money this way, or just flat out and say, hey, I'm not buying anybody drinks tonight. Tell the whole group that. Just say, hey, just so you know, it's not in my budget. Just say, it's not in my budget. I can buy 2 drinks tonight for myself. I'm not buying anyone else. Just let you know all ahead of time. There's no shame in that. If your friends don't want to associate with you because they think you're poor or cheap, then they're not really your friends. So, JKR, F them. If they can't take it, just F them, okay? There are plenty of guys out there that want to be with you because it's with you. They want to be friends with you for you, not what you can buy them or not how much money you make. It doesn't matter. So don't fall into that. Just don't do it. And the same with fashion. Don't fall into that because other people want to spend money, spend $200 on a pair of jeans because they're in fashion, or $600 on shoes, or get the special belt because it's got a logo and it was only $150. Don't do it. Don't do anything that you don't want to do internally. Don't do it because someone's trying to pressure you into it or because you feel obligated to fit in. Be yourself, be unique, because in the long run, it's the unique people that stand out. It's the unique people that make it. The people who just go along and be like everybody else in the crowd are boring. So don't fall into that trap. That's my advice. I am going to let you all go now because, like I said, I want to keep this short because I want people to watch the whole video and not just jump around in it, okay? Thanks, everybody. Please sending in your I Want Advice questions because there will be another episode coming. I don't know when, but it will be coming. And with that, I am going to leave you, and I'm going to say, let's turn up the music.
Do you seek advice from the cranky old
Welcome back.
guy?
I had to jump cut because I was listening to Google Music and it went to a commercial.
If you still question,
We're going to end this with the closing credits of me just doing stupid stuff like this.
That's what you